The Atlanta Falcons can't stop getting good news, and today it just keeps piling on. The latest Pro Bowl defensive tackle Vita Vea might not even play against Atlanta week 1. That's right, this could completely change the matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I know I'm in a different setup, but stay with me. In this video, we're breaking down exactly why Vita Vea's potential absence is massive, how it impacts the Falcons' game plan going forward, and what this means for guys like Ryan Neuzil and the offensive line. Plus, we'll look at the bigger picture, how Tampa Bay's injuries could shift the entire NFC South. But here's the real twist. The Falcons may have quietly been building their offense in a way that perfectly lines up for this moment. I know a lot of people are going to say it, but did Raheem Morris and the staff kind of see this or injuries coming? Because please stick around to the end of the video where I will tell you about this X factor in regards to the Atlanta Falcons offense. Now, reports say that Vita Vea has missed a practice and will continue to miss practices due to a foot injury. Now, if you've missed multiple practices before game day, history shows that you usually don't play. Now, Vita isn't just another lineman, he's Tampa Bay's anchor in the middle. Last season, 7 sacks, 15 tackles for loss, 13 QB hits. Without him, Tampa loses their best run defender. And remember, Atlanta's plan on offense already gave us a big clue with what they're preparing for to pound the ball inside. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Now, this is huge for Atlanta because, in my opinion, I think the Falcons are expected to lean heavily on the run game without Caleb McGarry. Look at their roster right now. It's 4 tight ends carried, 2 true blocking tight ends with Charlie Warner and Tegan Carantano. This screams football that has play action passing and power football. And without Vita Vea clogging up the middle, the Atlanta's inside zone and gap runs could be explosive. And even better, this helps Ryan Neuzil at center, who's going to avoid facing one of the best NFL interior linemen in his first big test. And this is not just about Vita Vea. Tampa Bay is banged up across the board. Chris Godwin, out. Antoine Winfield Jr, out. Tristan Wirfs, out. Benjamin Morrison, out. Cade Otton, out. If multiple starters miss one, this turns this matchup from a toss-up into a major opportunity for Atlanta. But like I said, this isn't just about injuries. The real question is whether Atlanta's roster can get ready to beat this team and whether offensive coordinator Zach Robinson puts together a game plan to defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And also will say this Falcons team is built around versatility and depth. Keeping 4 tight ends and stacking running backs and leaning on heavy sets wasn't just random by choice. Without Vea, the Bucs defense will be forced to rely on Kalijah Kancey, a great pass rusher, but not a dominant run defender. And Atlanta may have quietly set themselves up to exploit this type of situation. Also, if I am the Atlanta Falcons, I am relying heavy on power runs, inside zones, gap schemes, and play action. Because Vita Vea not being there is a huge mess for Tampa Bay. And if I'm the Atlanta Falcons, I'm putting less pressure on Michael Penix Jr., a guy who showed flashes, but is still in his quote-unquote rookie season. And to be honest, he hadn't had any preseasons to get up to speed. So if I'm Atlanta Falcons, rely heavily on that inside zone gap scheme. I am play action in it like crazy, and I'm also utilizing my strengths right now to go against the Tampa Bay Bucks weaknesses right now. And if Vita Vea is not playing, that is a huge hole for the Tampa Bay Bucks week 1. So let's recap. Number 1, Vita Vea missing practice means Tampa's best run defender might not even suit up. 2, Atlanta's offensive plan. We're starting to see it a little bit, but we see this heavy tight ends, ground and pound type of style. It lines up perfectly to take the advantage over Tampa Bay. And 3, with Tampa Bay dealing with injuries everywhere, the Falcons might have just stumbled into their best chance to make a week 1 statement. I say all this to say as well, the Atlanta Falcons have an issue at right tackle, but Vita Vea being out mitigates this issue. And if I'm Zach Robinson, I'm taking advantage of it right now because Tampa Bay will definitely take advantage of our right tackle making his first start for the Atlanta Falcons. But if you agree or disagree, let me know if you think this is good news for the Atlanta Falcons. And also, put it in the comments down below. What do you think the Atlanta Falcons Tampa Bay score will be? I think the Falcons will take it away, and I think the score will be 28-21. But leave some comment down below. What do you think the score will be? What is your score predictions? And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And like always, peace.